Hello, hello, hello. This is my animes that I don't like slash I dropped because they're so boring. 2025. Yeah, this is animes I watched in 2025 that were really boring, or I watched that were like really bad. I'll do another one for like animes I liked, but I talk too much, so I gotta do one at a time. So these are the ones that I dropped because they were very boring. First one, it's not any chronological order, of course, because I dropped these. I don't remember the names of these either because they're boring for me. So this one, it's called something something aristocrat. Okay, um, it's a 50-year-old man who gets like transported as a villainess. It's just like a villainous anime, but it's a 50-year-old man instead. It has some interesting ideas, but it's also like not relevant to me because this man's like 50 years old, which is fine, but he makes like references to like old video games from like I don't know the fucking 80s or something. And I don't really understand it. Also, villainous animes are like hit or miss with me because some of them are like very boring and very predictable. Like most of these that I dropped were very predictable. Nothing really wrong with them. They're just very predictable, except for some. So yeah, the way that I dropped this is because it was very like not my cup of tea, kind of generic. And also since like this like villainous character is not acting like a girl, not even like a girl or a guy. It's like a married 50-year-old man. I couldn't really find any romantic value in it. Or any like, where is the story gonna go with like which love interest, whatever. That's the point of Otome game, kind of like villainous shit. But I can't do that because this man's already married and 50, whatever. So I was like, okay, I can't. There's nothing for me here. Also, it's generic. Next one is this one. I forgot what's called. It's about a girl who has powers, but she has gorilla powers, and she gotta hide her gorilla powers because that's not girly, and she doesn't want to draw attention to herself. And yeah, this one's like not. This is like a reverse harem. The reason I don't give names is because they're very generic. And then, I mean, that's not an excuse, but these are very generic shows. And that one was like villainous. This one's is reverse harem. So this like a bunch of dudes, and then they have powers, and she like goes to the school, and then she's like really strong and stuff. But then there's one prince who's like her actual love interest. Very generic stuff, and I was like kind of annoyed by the girl's personality because she's like, I want to draw attention to myself, and then the girls come to bully her, and she's like, oh my god, he's gonna see me. They're gonna see me with the prince, and they're gonna think that I'm like whatever. I'm like, first world problems. Move on, please. I mean, I'm sorry. I would understand that it's a big deal, but like, I don't want to watch that. It's kind of like not fun to watch. And also, it's like predictable, of course. There's one at a time where she gets a haircut. I only watched like 2 episodes of it, maybe three. She gets a haircut, and then she's like, my hair looks so different. It doesn't look any different. She's got like her hair bangs kind of swept back instead of in her face. So like, you could have done that without cutting her hair, whatever. Then the prince sees her, and then they eat parfaits or whatever, or something, and then the girl sees her. I don't know what happened. Very generic stuff, that's why I dropped it. Nothing wrong with the show, though. Just generic. Next one is Mechanical Marie. Also, nothing wrong with the show. I actually kind of thought it was cool, but I just thought it was generic. Also, I had to read subtitles, and I don't read subtitles unless the show's like very, very good or I really love it. I watched 3 episodes of it almost. I dropped it when they went on a date, and then he put like a USB in her mouth instead of like cake or something, whatever they're eating. And I'm like, it's cute, but it's like predictable, and I'm like not that into it. Also, the prince, not a prince. He's like a whatever he is. He's predictable and he's boring. And Marie's the only interesting one here. And I was like, it's not enough for me to ship them. Also, he's dumb because she's human. I don't know if he finds out like really early on that she is like actually a human, not a mechanical robot. Mechanical robot. But I don't care enough, and I don't read subtitles. That's the biggest reason. Maybe I would have watched it if it was like not didn't have to read subtitles. I would have watched it. Next one is Anyways, I'm Falling in Love with You. This is a reverse harem because it is also it's kind of interesting because like how like in the future and she goes back to explain the story of her in high school. This show's actually like not bad. Like it's not bad. The only problem is like the main love interest is like very boring. It's the one with the blue hair right here, blue hair, and he's like really weird and like really whiny. He's like a whiny little bitch, and I was like, I don't care about you. Like he kisses her in the fucking like pool, like sorry, where you shower before a pool. I don't know. I've never been to a pool before. He kisses her there, and she's like, oh my god, I thought we were childhood friends. I'm like, your progression of thought is not interesting to me. Personally, I like the blonde guy here. He was better. These two guys on the top, they were gay. I totally thought they were gay because they were like so into each. They were like always talking to each other more than anyone else. I was like, okay, I don't see you as potential candidates for love. This guy's annoying, and this guy, I'm pretty sure, doesn't end up with her because this guy's the main guy. So I dropped it because it was like, I just don't like the character, like what they're doing with the main two characters. I dropped it. Boom. Okay, next one. I think this is the last one that I dropped. This one is about, it's a villainous anime, which I like because I like villainous stuff. A big problem with it is that she wants to like not get married and live on the countryside, which is valid, okay. But then he like says like, I want to break my engagement with you, which is very obviously, yeah, that's what happens. And she's like really happy about it, which is like cool. But then he's like, oh shit, I made a mistake, and he follows her there, and I'm like, that's so dumb. Like usually in these villainous animes, the guy who she's supposed to get with, right, breaks up with her, breaks the engagement, and then she finds another dude who was another love interest in the game, and not the same guy that really broke off the engagement with her. But this guy broke off the engagement, and then when she's happy about it and she leaves, he's like, I want to get with you again. Actually, you're pretty cool. Also, I was like, fine, this is dumb. But also, she's like not that cool, and her bangs are really short, which I hate short bangs. That's like, I hate micro bangs. She's boring. He's boring. He's blonde. I don't care. Moving on. Stupid. Also, it was subbed. I cannot take sub. Get out of here. Okay, this is the one. These are ones that I actually finished. These are only 4 because I don't watch anime that sucks. I just drop it instead. These are only 4 that I actually finished that I didn't like. Honey Lemon Soda. Honey Lemon Soda was like not bad per se. It actually had some good moments. I just don't like this girl. She's like really like, I want to hold hands with him. I want to like really like small stuff, and she makes a big deal of it. The protagonist. She's like, I wanna. Oh my god, he said good morning to me in the hallway. I'm like, oh my god, he actually pays attention to me. I'm like, okay. I don't like that. I don't like that trope unless his the girl from Kimi ni Todoke. Okay, she's the only one that it made sense for because she was so fucking cute. Also, Kazuha wasn't like, I hold it against you. He wasn't mean. He was actually really nice. Okay. Anyways, enough about Kimi ni Todoke. This guy is ass. I don't care about him. But although I did like honey lemon soda because I was like, he drinks honey lemon soda. So when I went to school, I had honey lemon soda. It was very cringe, but whatever. I got the enjoyment from that he drinks lemon soda. That's pretty cool. A quirk, I guess. But also, all the fucking people have like yellow eyes because it's honey lemon soda. It kind of bothered me because everyone had like bright piss yellow eyes. I was like, why do they have yellow eyes? I get like the theming. But I'm like, you could have named it something better than honey lemon soda. It's creative, but I'm like, that's okay. Whatever. I do like one of the friends though, the blonde one. She has like cherry earrings, and I was like, that's pretty cool. So I got cherry earrings. The show has some special place in my heart, but like it's bad though. It's not good. It's bad. But like the not that bad though. It's like number 4. Anyways, moving on. It's generic also. That's the reason. Moving on to number 3, Silent Witch. I don't know the name of it. This girl's boring. I don't care. Wait. See, they look so similar. I was like, this is the main girl. No, this is the main girl. She's boring. She's like, oh, I don't like talking. Blah, blah, blah. It's fine. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. But like, it's not fun to watch. I'm not making fun of her for being like that. But I don't want to watch a protagonist like that. Like, that's not fun. Like, eventually get over it. Please get over it. She has a quote unquote like, it's kind of like a reverse harem because there's a lot of dudes, but it's not really. And I only get the plot. She just goes to school to be like the prince's bodyguard, and then she's like, I have friends now, and people are trying to frame me for poisoning tea or something. Something like that. I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest. Because this show's really boring. Not much going on, to be honest. I still finished it because I was like, it has some moments. The dudes are pretty hot. And this friend's pretty nice. And I kind of liked when she... You know what? I don't like dropping things. I was like, if I'm watching it, if I even find like a slither of interest in something, even the tiniest bit, I'd like, might as well finish it. Also, it was like not subtitled, and I was like, I can just watch it. It's not that hard to just watch it. So I was like, I'll watch it. Also, I watched like 6 episodes before I was like, it's not good. But I was like, I can't drop it now. I don't waste the time. That's it. Nothing against it. It's just like not my cup of tea, pun intended. Anyway. This one, number 2. I have a whole tangent about this. Kakuryo Bed and Breakfast for Spirits, okay? This anime came out in 2018. It was awesome. It was so cool. Like, honestly, one of the best shoujos I've ever seen in my lifetime. Then season 2 came around. This shit is so boring. First of all, they aged them down. I mean, they didn't age them down, but they're... Look at that face. What do you think? She looks like a what? She looks like a little kid. She looks like she's like 15, 16. And then actually she's like 19, right? And in the first anime, she looked really mature. Like an adult woman would, like a body of an adult woman, or like everyone look like adults actually. But look at these people. They look like kids. They look like children, which I wouldn't mind, to be honest, art style. But the first one was so cool. Like, it was like adult people, you know? Anyways, art style, whatever. Animation, her hair looks stupid as hell. I'm sorry. Her hair looks very stupid. But whatever. The main love interest of this girl right here, the green kimono, he like is not there for the first. He was like only there for the first 4 to 5 episodes, and he's just gone. He doesn't come back because like people find out that he's like a. I think he's like a demon or something that like is prohibited or something banned. He is something that it should be banned, and they're like, we gotta hold you in a cage, and she's trying to find him basically, and because you know she's like engaged to him kind of. I feel like the story's important, but the story's not really important here. The point is, the show's not good. Like, the first one was so, it's like a pain. Like, it was so boring. It was sometimes like I'm so bored, but I had to watch it because I thought it was gonna get good because like the first season was so good, but it wasn't. It's really boring, very slow. Also, the dialogue is really cringe. Also, they made this character very like bubbly and cutesy because in the first one she's very serious and you know like a go-getter, not knowing way. But this one she's like, whenever they bring up like, you know, like the guy, she's like, example, when they bring up like in the first season when they bring up like the guy, they're like, oh, you like this guy, huh? I thought you didn't like him. And she's like, no, it's not that. She moves him on, right? Like a normal person would. She's like, whatever, let me do my cooking because she likes to cook. And this one, when they're like, oh, you like him, don't you? And she's like, what no, like, you know, the cringe shit. And I'm like, that's dumb. I appreciated that she didn't make a big deal out of it when people are like, you like this guy. It's just example. She's very serious in the first one. She's very like childish here and kind of dumb. So I was like, whatever, I don't care. Although it didn't even have 26 episodes, only had 12. It didn't even finish. The story didn't finish. They didn't find the guy. Didn't get him out of exile or like the prison or anything. I was like, a waste of my time, thanks. Anyways, moving along. Worst one I've seen. I don't know what's called. I think it's called something like, please forget about that night, your highness. It's about a rape plot here. This man has a curse that if he doesn't get children before he's 30 years old, he'll die. Because he's Hades. And she gets married to him because she's a chosen one, of course. And then she's like, has a really bad family life. And then everyone is pressuring her. Okay, this is very uncomfortable to talk about. Everyone's pressuring her to, you know, make him live and not let him die. And he doesn't want to because, I don't know. They never explain why he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. And she just like, I'll drug him and do it anyways. And then she does it and then she runs away. And then she has these two idiots, sorry. She has these 2 kids, but then he finds her after 7 years and he's like, come back to me. Also, you're still my wife. And he never explains why he wants her back. She just goes with it. Anyways, the story's dumb after that. These little kids don't like him, even though the biological father here. She lies that they're his biological kids. It's a soap opera. Her brother texts her. Sorry, not text. He writes her a letter. It's like, I'll help you get a divorce from this man because he's not giving her a divorce. You know, she wants a divorce. Kind of the red flag on him. They're both weird, to be honest. They're both not good. And then she's like, okay, I'll come to your palace or whatever. And he tries to assault her because, you know, it's gotta make it more creepy than it already is. And then she's like, he comes in and he's like, last line he says that, do you feel as bad as you did when I, you know, like left you? Like when you left me, do you feel as bad as you did now? And she almost got raped by her brother, and she's like, what? He's like, nothing. And then it ends. I'm like, that's a waste of my time. Because only 5 minutes or 12 episodes. I was like, waste of my time. Anyways, whatever. This show's relevant, but it was like really dramatic, and I was not expecting that. Also, it's not animated. It's like a slideshow, kind of, with mouth movement. Anyways, that's my shows. I'll do another one with shows I like. Anyways, thank you for watching. Goodbye.